Hello everybody, my name is Pravus. Welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Universalis. We are playing as Windhelm, going for the final war necessary to properly forge Skyrim in the year 133. I would say that seems like fairly good timing, given that in the lore I don't think Skyrim's supposed to exist for a good long while as a unified kingdom, but that's just what you get. So we're doing all right here. We're going to finish off Solitude. Then we have to wait for a long time while I annex Helgen and Rifton both into my nation. In the meantime, I'll probably go ahead and attack a bunch of little guys, clear up some of the border gore, you know how that kind of works. But yeah, not for at least a little bit. I do anticipate this is going to be the final episode of the series, and I will almost certainly have to do some jump cuts in order to make a good 20-something years go by in the game. But nonetheless, I want to forge Skyrim. It's just not optional. I said I was gonna do it. I stand by it. We're gonna forge Skyrim. Gosh dang it all to heck. Gonna take a while for us to annex Helgen, though. They are definitely a little on the slow side. Can we speed up the game if I get rid of some of these pop-ups? Maybe. Ports. Just looking for anything that maybe we can get rid of that will speed things up, since some of these pop-ups strangely slow down the game. You really wouldn't expect it too much. We talked about that a bit during the Tale of the Two Sicilies campaign I've been working on with Chewie. It's definitely been a recurring issue. It just keeps going and going. Like, when are we going to get a patch that fixes the whole state pop-up thing, slowing the game down to like 50% speed? When's that going to happen? By the way, why are we making zero progress now on the annexation of Helgen? It's a good question. I have a hard time believing that we don't have... Yeah, we should be making some of this. What's the issue? This happens sometimes, and I always forget what the reason it stops is. I don't think it's because we're at war, but if we look at the next month, I probably am going to gain my full amount of Diplo power. Sure enough, I did, and we didn't actually spend any for the integration process. Not sure what's going on with that. That does seem to happen weirdly. It doesn't matter too much because I still got plenty of time for the annexation of Helgen before I can get to Rifton, so I'm not feeling worried, but nonetheless, let's keep an eye on that and make sure it does fix itself, otherwise I'm going to feel really stupid. Let's go ahead and receive some fleeing serfs, and that's going to make somebody else lose some taxes. It was Blacklight. Congratulations, Blacklight, you lose 10% of your taxation. Ha ha ha! Fun stuff for me. We have sieged down Morthal. Good. Now I need to go and kill Whiterun. Ideally finding some good terrain to fight them in, if we can. Looks like he is coming after my little vassal buddy. Perfect. This is what Forced March exists for. In the Highlands, if I can get down here really quick, we might be able to take the defensive terrain, though I rather doubt they're going to survive. They did not. But now I have to jump in, and he still somehow took the -3 penalty. Not sure how, but there you go, and now he has suffered a full stack wipe. Excellent. Let's go for the capital of Solitude, and then I'll just enjoy some proper ticking war score and so on. Finish a whole bunch of cores. Excellent. Good. We do still have a handful of rebels to worry about. That's gonna be fine eventually. Probably. Making a little bit of cash. I could go for an advisor. The army tradition guy doesn't excite me that much. Land attrition. Some of these guys are a little bit too expensive. Diplo? Trade steering I can't use is the thing. Because I still don't have access, at least I don't think, to any of the additional trade regions. No, I don't. I still can't even steer anything out of over here to the east. So yeah, there's no point in trade steering. Oh, we actually are making some progress on Helgen again. Okay, don't know what changed. We're good. We're set. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. Nobody panic. All is well. All is very well. What else do I want to build, by the way? Pretty soon we're going to have access to some better castles. We could start building these road networks. They're things. Windhelm is the only place that I can build it that would make much sense. And actually, no, I'm sorry, I can't build it. It's showing up early, but I don't actually have Admin Tech 10. That's still coming up in a little bit. Never mind. Also, 1% admin efficiency. Ooh, I mean, admin efficiency is one of the best modifiers in the game. But gonna be a while before I can really take advantage of that in any meaningful way, right? So how's my enemy doing? It looks like they're trying to reconvene Whiterun down over here. It looks like my March Mzlift is doing effectively nothing. What a jerk. No one's sieging down Helgen or Rifton. Really, where is everybody? Oh, they're all sieging down my ally. They're sieging down Gretton. Well, that's good. I don't mind that. We just lost our general. One thing I can go ahead and do is just pop out over here. Siege something down, recruit a new general, toss him into the pile, and bring him in. Hopefully somebody with some siege value. Although I think because of my ideas, we will get some extra shock value out of that at least as well, which is very nice. I think one thing I'm going to regret about this series is we've been playing for, what, like 7 hours now or something like that? At least on YouTube. It's been about 7 hours-ish. I'm going to regret... I have to put myself in charge. Do I see 7 shock value? Holy frick. I regret not being able to go through more things like the idea groups. The pacing of this mod is its biggest weakness. And I don't want to sound like somebody who's just trashing the mod, because I actually am quite impressed. I think it is extremely ambitious, but I can tell that this is like a labor of love by the author, Ethereum, I think is his username. Like, this is a huge project. Like, no doubt about it. This is a massive undertaking he's taken on here. I'm impressed by it. I want this to do really well. So the only critique I can ever offer here are... Nords colonize High Hrothgar? Really? Greybeards? Oh, well, yeah. But Hrothgar already exists. Huh. Anyway, the only real criticism I can offer at this point is it's not that the mod is bad in that sense, it's that so much can't be experienced in a reasonable amount of time because the pacing is off. And that's because I think the author wanted to cram so much stuff over such a long period of time to be more canonically correct. Gosh dang stability loss. Which makes sense. I totally understand the reasoning. But the trade-off is it's going to be less accessible. And that's just something the author of this mod has to decide whether he is okay with or not. If he wants to make this more accessible, the pacing has to change in some way or another. That's it. I've talked about it before. I don't want to harp on it. I don't want to be mean-spirited because I don't feel upset about this mod. I do actually think it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. But I'd like to see it become bigger. Bigger in the player base side of things. And that simply is going to require some more accessibility. Are you heading in here? Because if so, I don't know why you're walking into Dragon's Ridge when I have troops sitting right here ready to intercept you, but okay, let's go ahead and put a general in charge. Love having 7 shock value on a general, good lord. I mean, that's just gonna be horrible for people to deal with. Alright, well, we can go ahead and bring some folks together again, so they probably have more forts for me to worry about. I think my ally is taking care of their own territory without too much issue. It looks like Gretton did siege down one of their forts. They have one more over here that I am aware of, but it is blocked off, so there's not a whole lot that I'm able to do. There is a fort down over here. I guess we go ahead and start working on that. Or we head back home and we start working on some sieges of other folks, like Whiterun and the Bunch. I mean, that could all be fine too. And yeah, we do have some separatists that have fired. We're going to want to deal with all of them, but oh well. So, what is this? Right, more claims against Solitude. That was just for the extra siege ability. I don't really care that much about any of them. Whiterun, I already have a couple of claims to use. I guess we should go ahead and start getting some claims on other folks over this direction, because I would love to be able to join my territory up with Rifton, so we have very nice, beautiful borders by the time that we are done with all of this. But it may be a little while. That's fine, though. Truce with Blacklight has ended. That means people could join coalitions later, if I take too much. I definitely expect I'm going to take a fair bit in this war. We absolutely have to take Solitude. That's the only absolute requirement, and if I want to take the coastline to try and make that all join up, that's fine, but taking Solitude is a non-negotiable thing. Lost some forts to some more rebels. It sucks, but I have vassals to go and deal with that for a reason. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Any new advisors? We could fire some folks. It would cost only 20 ducats. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and just fire a couple and see if we get anybody better. I am making some money because of the war taxes. So I feel like this is an opportunity to start farming out some extra power as long as we can be affording it. And maybe something that actually helps make this war a little bit easier. Or something. Diplomatic annexation cost? Heck yes! Woo! That's a win right there. Boom, alright, I see 100% here on Helgen. I believe at the end of the month, these guys are automatically going to become mine, which means we're going to have to disband some troops in a little bit. Which sucks, but it's okay. So is this done? There it is. Integrated Helgen. Boom, baby! Alright, so the East Marcher Great Plains now are mine, and I have to worry about some of these losers. Ah, that's all well and good. So let's get over here. Of course, this flag should probably go away. Interesting. It's still listed as Helgen's war goal, but obviously I am now Helgen, so that's a thing. Yeah, super fortunate. Wow, okay. I like this diplomatic annexation thing. That's one thing that is quite interesting about the mod. Diplomatic annexation plays a much larger role because of the way you can get personal unions so much more reliably, and it really seems like vassals don't take your relationship slots, which I still can't decide if that's intentional or not, but changes things up. So for example, something we could be doing, little guys like Dunsted, this is a tribe. I've ignored them up to this point because, like, why bother? But at the same time, maybe I should just go and start killing them because I can just make them into vassals and who cares? If they don't take up any space, why not? You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and blow this open because I don't want to take a risk that this is going to get lost. I'm hoping we can get up over here. I'm probably going to lose this fort to some peasants, but on the off chance I don't, let's see if I can get in here and smash him. Golden era for somebody. That must be nice. And there he goes. See? Yeah, these are the things that happen. Diplotech. Grab. Yoink. And you know what? I'm going ahead of time on military tech. Why not? Let's get the extra stats, and let's go ahead and make all level 1 forts somewhat obsolete. That should just make me that much more potent at sieging some of these things back. I'm going to take quite a few troops real quick. We're going to go and crush these guys, and then we'll come back. Because I want to make sure that we get rid of this. I don't want to lose any ground over here if we can avoid it. So let's go ahead and crush the noble rebels on behalf of my vassal. Other vassals still doing their thing, having fun, looks like. Yeah, it's quite the party right now. Lost our spy network over here, but to be honest, I don't think I care that much. Gretton should be able to just go carpet siege the frick out of these folks. I don't know where everyone else's troops have gone. Do you see my enemy? Where'd they all go? Where is Whiterun? You know? Where is Solitude's troops? Because I only see a handful over here. I see more... Oh, wait, there they are. 22,000 right up there. Okay. So they're posturing a little bit. Got it. Okay. No, that's completely fine. I hope my Monarch doesn't die anytime soon. I kind of want to keep them on my side for a bit here. Having that extra shock value is huge. 7 shock just means I should be slaughtering the frick out of them. I'm not in any immediate danger, so we're going to go ahead and, I think, upgrade to offensive cavalry, and we already have offensive infantry 1, so we're not worried about that. So basically, my shock value on my infantry just got a smidge better, as well as some cavalry fire value. Cavalry, I'm surprised they even have much fire value, but alright. I guess I'm good with that. Solitude has finally pieced out with these other folks they were fighting this whole time, because we technically caught them while they were in the middle of a hilarious war. Good on you guys. Alright, I'm tired of waiting on this again. Let's go ahead and blow it open. So now I actually should be making a fair amount of Diplo power, which is great, because I'm going to need a lot of it going forward in just a little bit. Please get this dang fort. Let me just move on and deal with some of these rebels and stuff. Just let it be over. I don't want to have to sit here. Thank you. Got Morthal back. Alright, so I guess we'll take a pit stop over here first, then we're going to head up over here. Should be able to kill Whiterun's troops along the way. These troops over here are definitely excessive, and they... Up there goes that siege, once again, the second I turn my attention. These troops, we are definitely over our force limit, so I don't want to hold on to these guys for too much longer, but I figure I might as well use them just to get this fort. And we have a bit of an extra bank that we can work with, so really isn't that big of a deal. Whiterun is running away because somehow they're omniscient. They know when I'm moving in their general direction, so they're like, hightail it out of here. Yeah, we lose a bunch of siege progress, but who cares? It's fine. Alright, let's see. I'm going to go over here, and then we're going to have you guys follow along over here as well. Let's go ahead and start sieging down all of Whiterun. I don't know if I'm going to take anything from Whiterun this time around, only because, I mean, it's going to be a bit of an annoyance dealing with all the aggressive expansion, but at the same time, I kind of plan on just sitting back for a while, so... Maybe it's okay to have a lot of aggressive expansion, as long as it doesn't translate into another dang coalition war. Not in the mood for that. Not in the mood for that at all. I think I'll hold off on the admin tech. I don't see any reason to waste the power on that right now. I still don't know where Whiterun keeps sending all their troops. I see they're training more up, but I haven't seen them actually, like, dying to anything yet, so... I don't know quite what's happened, but alright. Actually, can you guys split off... half of force, and the rest of you get down over here. We'll just unsiege this from Solitude so they're not getting anything. They're trying to siege down some little provinces, but honestly, as long as I hold on to the forts, do I care? No. Make the nobility unhappy, make the burghers happy. Or gain stability. I hate to say it, but stability kind of wins over money. I don't hate to say that at all. I always prefer that. Stability is good. Yes, yes, we have disloyal burghers. Yes, yes, that's a problem. Understood, thank you. But... it's gonna be fine. So, Solitude's still marching around having fun. We really need to be sieging these down. We'll say Gretton, and I'll say Mzluft, get up over here or something. And we probably should try separate piecing out Whiterun if we can. Just get them out of this nonsense. I mean, we've got a fair bit of war score to use against them, right? Like, what if I just go ahead and take this so we can create the bridge that I wanted? You know? This is actually one downside of annexing Helgen. We lost all their claims. They had claims we could have used earlier. Now they're gone. But yeah, we could at the very least go ahead and just create a bridge between my territory. It looks like that's about all I can do right now, but honestly, that's fine. I'll go ahead and do this. This will create some aggressive expansion. Manageable at the moment. We just have to be wary about going too crazy later, but boom. All right, so now I can get Whiterun out of here, which means I can send you guys to go and deal with some rebels. And we can focus our attention elsewhere. Winterhold still exists. I should go and siege you down if we can. Why? Okay, first off, let's repay the loan. Why can't I do anything with you? Are you seriously locked? No, this is Dawnstar. What am I talking about? Winterhold exists, but they've been... Okay, hang on. Hang on. Let's just go ahead and eat them. You got nothing else you can do. Boom. Bye, Winterhold. All right, so that's taken care of. There are no allies left. Now it's only Solitude. Yes, I'm taking a bit of aggressive expansion. Whatever. It's fine. Who cares? So, goody. You guys get down over here. We have a lot of forts all of a sudden, by the way. Do all these make sense? I mean, hills aren't great, but I'll hold on to it, I suppose. These are extra forts that I have to go paying for. What about over here? Mountain Meadows. Only a dice roll -2. Terrain is so much more impactful in this mod than in many of the other ones. It's interesting, really. Fabricate claim on their most expensive one. Boom. OBKB. Dunsky Dunsky. Wish we could get over to this fort, but I can't. So there you go. Winterholders. Oh, good. They're going to be a problem for a little bit. Yeah, we got a lot of rebels to deal with. But my vassals are doing what I want them to. My ally, not so much, but you know, whatever. I'm going to say this is actually now the goal of Rifton, or you know what? How about Morthal? Morthal, this is now your goal. Go do that. Let's also not forget that when we do peace out with Solitude, we use the Reconquest CB for a reason. I want to hand off a lot of territory off to them. And by the time that we're ready to integrate Rifton, we can probably annex Morthal as well. We have low diplomatic reputation at the moment, but still enough to technically keep making progress, so... You know, whatever. Do we want to go and deal with these guys? Answer is yeah. Let's go ahead and start doing some cleanup duty. This is why we have a vassal swarm. I'll let that can then take care of the rest of this war for me. We got 40% war score right now. They're down to medium war enthusiasm. Let's just stabilize the realm. That's what we care about. Stabilization of realm. Get over here and do some killing. Also, we should go ahead and turn some stuff into states. I can't make them into states because something is not a core. What? Oh, right, the stuff that I am Okay, so I just took the land and the bridge that actually is technically part of this state. Okay, should concentrate development. Probably should do that here too, and then we should turn this into a state. Should be effectively free. And this could be a good state as well. Not much I can do about it at the moment because I don't have enough development there. Fine, we'll go ahead and turn this into a state as well. Doesn't cost me any admin power because we did the whole integration thing, and now I have some extra territory working for me. Is a beautiful thing. He's very nice. Alright, we dealt with these rebels. You guys are going to go ahead and consolidate the regiments into something a smidge smaller. Then we're going to go ahead and pull off at least some of this infantry, since I don't think we need this much. And I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of some of you, so that we are not quite as far over our force limit anymore, though to be honest, these guys are still costing me a bit much. Reach is now a grand nation. Ooh, how exciting. Alright, let's go kill the Winterholders. Vassals, you doing alright? Seems like you're doing alright. Cool. Have fun with that. I may actually have to disband all of this, just because I'm losing too much money now. I'm going to. It's not like we don't have plenty of manpower. What I'm going to be lacking is cash in a little bit. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. Infantry combat ability on my king. Queen. Who are you? Somebody. My leader now has infantry combat ability, which is a fantastic trait to toss on. So that's pretty good. Raiding parties have expired against me. Good. And Valeski gained a core. Okay. The Red Mountain has erupted. Haven't they erupted like 3 times already? Or something like that? This is a very active volcano. You guys probably shouldn't be building your land on an active volcano. But you know what? You do you, I guess. Who am I to judge, really? In your manner of infrastructure. It's a fantasy world. You can get away with whatever you want. Okay, I'm going to now tell my vassals to all go on the offensive. Find and kill. There are troops down over here that you can go and find and you can slaughter, and I do not want them taking on Morthal proper. This needs to go to my vassal. It's also the ticking war score, I believe. So let's finish with that. Yes, I know we could be doing some conversions, but they still take a very, very, very long time. Only way that's really going to work is if I start taking some states, pass some edicts, and go for that. All right, we dealt with some more rebels. That's good. Let's go ahead and take care of all this. Other rebels? There's a little territory down here, and Rifton has some separatists that they got to go deal with. I guess I could help with some of that. So, looks like they are abandoning their sieges. That's what we want to see. This siege is going to be done soon. Thank you, ally. And then I kind of think we just go ahead and peace out. There's no reason I can't get Solitude. But the more I consolidate my borders, so I can get there and easily defend it against rebels, the better. Because guess what? I have no transports. None. No transports at all. Alright, so that's dealt with. I guess we'll go ahead and come deal with these guys. I do need to eat some of these small little nations over here too, don't I? We had talked about that. I guess we can go ahead and do that too. Yeah, let's get over here and get ready to just go ahead and kill some folks. And also Starcad. I'm not at war with you right now, but I would be, and hopefully I can take both of these. Also, we'd be fighting Red Mountain? Red Mountain just had an eruption. They can't do anything. They're not in a position to deal with me at all. What? Who's worried? It's fine. Okay, and now we swap back over to telling my vassals to all go on siege mode or something. So, Solitude, hi. First things first, the returning of cores. Morthal is missing some of their old land. You will give it all back. That's good. Okay. Then I... can't quite get Solitude. It can take it on its own, but... this would be the fastest way to technically have a way to get there. I can just go through my vassal's territory. Yeah, alright. That means we need to siege down a little bit more. Which is fine. Just go ahead and start doing some carpet sieging, buds. And we'll get in there and we'll take care of the rest. More claims! Yes, please, and thank you. Doesn't really matter too much on what at this point, I suppose. Just claims in general will be probably pretty good. We'll go ahead and cancel that and start working on Brega. Yes, I think the spy... I can't. I have to spy on Iverstead, because they are still a thing. Fine, we'll go ahead and start spying on Iverstead. And get ready to go deal with all of them as well. Raiding parties? Sure, why not? We'll just go ahead and enjoy some extra movement speed. Makes it easier for me to get around. I'm watching that 22 stack right there and thinking, man, I really want to kill you. These guys just suicided some troops. They're bringing in some more friends. Looks like my ally might be able to get out of that in time, actually, weirdly. Yep, they did. These guys are probably going to die if I don't go help them. But at the same time, I'm kind of alright with it. Rifton and Morthal, where are all your troops? Ah, you're down here sieging stuff. But you're not actually fighting anybody. Gosh dang, why can't you guys just... Hey AI, do something useful here. Be smart. Be useful to me. That would be the best if you could. Thank you. I'm debating whether attacking Starcan would make the most sense. The answer is no. People are in trade leagues. That's why there's so many allies going on here. Well, we're doing this anyway. Because we might as well. And I want to retake this land and hand things back off to Morthal. We got Reconquest for days, man. Let's do it. Might as well. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start taking something here against Starcat as well. So, I don't care about this, really. But sure, if you want to go siege that, that's fine. A crusade? The Christian infidels? Pardonnez-moi? Red Mountain, the Holy Principality, is apparently Christian. Because they just did a thing. Fun! Yeah, no, that's good. Alright, you know what? It's time for some jump cuts, because at this point, I think I'm just waffling on, and we all know what's going to happen here. I'm going to get a bit more war score. I'll be back for the peace deal. Okay, and somehow we just jumped up to 89 war score. Oh, that's because Thala was the war goal and I lost it. Oops. Okay, 89% war score is way better. Alright. Now we can take what we want. War reps we'll have to do, and a lot of cash. 633 ducats. There's a bit of a coalition, but some of these people I've got truce timers with, so I don't really care that much. And I should be able to handle everything else, and the rest goes off to vassals. This is great. All right, Dunsky, thank you. And now I own Solitude. It's 97 in order to take that. All right, fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some troops going and start dealing with some rebels and stuff. We can't easily get the Starcad, so for the rest of this, I think we just have to rely on some ticking war score and have fun with it. In the meantime, when are we able to get you guys again? Integration starts in actually 3 years. In only 3 years, we can start working on the annexation of Rifton. Yep. That's actually not too bad off of my timing, so we'll be doing this soon. Okay, I think the integration time has begun. Let's go ahead and get started on this. It's only going to go to progress of 4 per month for a while because my diplomatic reputation's not exactly high right now, but it's all right. In the meantime, I've just kind of gone around crushing all of the rebels I can, try to save a little bit of cash, and once I get this all taken care of, we can finally pull back on the army maintenance. I did, by the way, finally embrace the institution that we have been missing out here. It did cost me a couple of corruptions in order to do that, but there we go. So I had enough money, I got that, we're excellent, we're in a really good spot right now, and I'll probably just keep conquering some stuff for now, but now it's only a matter of time until we can form Skyrim. Wait a minute, something's wrong. Why do I no longer have the option to form any of the Skyrims? What has changed exactly? Oh, crud. Give me 1 minute to figure this out. Huh. Opening up an older save, Skyrim is still a thing. I don't see any reason why this would change. What happens that makes Skyrim go away as an option? Yeah, popping into a slightly more recent save, an autosave, still shows Skyrim as an option. What could possibly have happened with this? Does something change as soon as I finish with the coring of Solitude? I don't know, but alright, tell you what, we go back to my previous autosave and try to get this to work again. What is going on? Well, playing with that old autosave and playing up to this point, it still seems to be okay. Alright, we'll be annexing Rifton fairly soon, but in the meantime I'm draining money because I need those war taxes active at pretty much all times, so let's go ahead and attack our neighbor to the south and fight High Hrothgar and other folks all at the same time. These should be pretty easy kills for me. Oh, we also get to do a government reform. I'm thinking out of all of these, serfdom will be the best. Yeah, it slows down institution spread, but construction cost reduction's nice, plus national tax modifier, so money across the board there. Production efficiency is good. If I was going to be doing more colonization, I think this could be solid, but yeah, no. And then slavery, access new decisions and events, lots of unrest, and mostly good for looting, which I don't care about. So serfdom it is. Now, here's something that could be relevant to why I couldn't form Skyrim. There's an event here called Gradual Massacre. I can lose stability, but for a good long while, like 100 years, we can reduce culture conversion cost by 50%, which is actually huge, at the cost of a stability, which is obviously very expensive too, but still. I had selected multicultural nation because I never do culture conversion, but I'm wondering if by not doing that, we got rid of the Skyrim option. So we're going to lose the stability here, and Skyrim's still here. I wonder if that event secretly locks you out from forming Skyrim. That'd be a little bit dumb if so, but maybe. I mean, it could kind of make a little sense. Pardon-moi? Hang on. What? Unification of Nords. For many years, our people have been divided. Pointless wars have been fought over land and wealth that has always truly been our common heritage. The time has come to put aside these petty differences. Lose money, become Skyrim. What? We're not ready for such change. Well, why not? Why not just do it now? Who needs to integrate? Screw this! Skyrim! Yes, I would like some new traditions, please! Proposal of Randagolf. What the frick? The elves are broken. So gain claims on what? Oh, heck yeah. Herald ascends under the sign of the lady. Fantastic. So now we're at 576. King Harold. And now I've got claims on... not nearly as much as I would have thought. Wait, did I not get any of the claims? Did they all technically go to Windhelm? That might be what happened there. I should have clicked that first. Either way, okay, well, I'm Skyrim now. I don't know why we got that event, but we did. What are my new national ideas? Let's see. We have morale of armies 15%. Once we finish all of this, minus 25% core creation's fantastic. And manpower recovery speed's not bad. Aggressive expansion, stability, land force limit, discipline, advisor costs, legitimacy, and years of separatism. All reasonable. Okay, well, that's not quite how I expected it to go. But we're Skyrim now. Hang on, I need to finish out a couple of these wars. Let me clear up some border gore. Okay, we apparently have started the third Nordic Elven War. I have? Nordic states are again united. Yep. And some other states become united. Is this a freaking, like, random event that happens? Because other things are happening all over the world right now. And Reach is not going to war against the Nords. Well, thank God. I didn't even know that was an option. Okay, well, something's happened here. I don't know, but, I mean, if it saves me the trouble of having to go through the annexation process with Rifton, great. I just wish I had known that event existed sooner, because it would have made it a lot easier and I wouldn't have had to go quite to all this much trouble. And now we've integrated Morthal. Perfect. So I am looking a little bit bigger and more in charge. Wish I had killed Whiterun in time, but I did not. And now I do have some coalitions to worry about, since I'm taking advantage of the no relationship limit with the vassals and just conquering the elves down here and making them into vassals, because they're easy to integrate. Why the heck not? So, yeah, interesting mod. Definitely an interesting mod. Extremely ambitious. Got a lot of promise to it. Still think the pacing's a bit off there. But the way that it plays, I think that I've been making the mistake of just going ham on conquests and my own core creation, when really I should have been focusing a lot more on vassals. It seems like that is the way to go with this particular campaign. It's fun. It's cool. It's definitely got all the right materials there. I think with a few tweaks, this mod really could be truly fantastic. In the meantime, we accomplished our goal. Not the way I expected, little anticlimactic, but we accomplished our goal, we formed Skyrim, and I'm going to end this series here. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I'd ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.